The car you are looking at now is the Brabham BT46B, otherwise known as the fan car. The fans were not there just for looks. They had a huge advantage over the rest of the field. In 1978, Formula One was being dominated by Lotus by introducing the concept of ground effect. By designing the floor in a specific way, the Lotus 79 was able to achieve much more grip by essentially sucking the car toward the ground. Brabham designer Gordon Murray was looking to achieve the same effect, but at a more efficient cost. He looked toward the Chaparral 2J, which had two fans at the back that sucked air from underneath the car. This fan concept also achieved ground effect, in which Murray quickly got to work with. The result of Murray's work is the car you are looking at now. The car immediately got the attention of the other teams, as it won its first race, the Swedish Grand Prix. However, after the win, the car was promptly banned. The fan concept was not only not liked by the other teams, but also the sanctioning body by its pure dominance over the competition. This means that the Brabham BT46B became the first car ever to be outright banned in F1. The car is available to drive on Automobilista 2, in which I will do a 10-lap race against the AI. Anderstorp, which hosted the Swedish Grand Prix, is not available in the game. However, Brands Hatch, which hosted the British Grand Prix, is, so I'll race there instead. Alright, here we are for the British Grand Prix, 10 laps, starting from the very back. And the lights are green and we're racing, we get a huge launch off the start. Able to pass a couple cars. Coming into Paddock Hill Bend as we're on the inside, should get a run. Not much more as they all start to brake for Druids. Break down and gonna get all the way up to 11th place from the first two corners alone. That is the thing about these cars, they get super sideways. I don't know if it's just the ground effect but that we have versus everybody else, but coming out of Syracuse, you can see if we can get a run as Fittipaldi was slow, or someone ahead of him was slow coming out of the corner. I'm not going to be able to overtake into Hawthorne. You just can't overtake someone into the bend unless they're going very slowly. Still behind the arrows here. Not going to try and move into Westfield. But he does get a bad exit. It's allows us to go the inside into Dingledales. The rest of the pack really checks up. Allows me to get alongside of Fittipaldi. And now we've made the move done. We can try to outbreak Jones into the Clark curve. We can do it. Now here's our teammate, John Watson. He's lost the pack already by the end of lap 1, but we are already passed by the start of lap 2. We are only 6 seconds behind Andretti after lap 1. Graham Hill Bend, here we go. We're going to slowly be gaining on this pack of 3 cars. It's led by Jabou. He's going very slowly in that Renault. Wait, that probably doesn't belong there. That means we are going to have a run on the Lotus here, as they're not going to try a move this time. However, once again, the pack does check up. And we're able to dive bomb. Oh, almost lost it. Just had enough real estate there to keep the car on the track ahead of Peterson, but we were able to stick the move. The Renault is still slowing everybody up here. So here we come past Carlos Reutemann. We're able to get the run as he's slowed up by the Renault. Come down the inside on Paddock Hill Bend, able to get the run, almost lost it on the way to Druids, outbreaking the Renault and getting past. Next up we have Gilles Villeneuve. As I lose it, almost lost it. Very close call out of Graham Hill Bend. Probably took too much speed in the exit. As next up ahead is Gilles Villeneuve and Jacques Lafitte. Through Hawthorne Pen, we used all the road available to us. These two are fighting, which is going to give me an advantage. This track, I will say, definitely has not been designed for cars capable of this level of speed. It was created in the 1960s, where cars were basically a bathtub on four wheels. As you can see the rest of the pack in the background all being held up by my teammate John Watson there. So we are slowly catching these two cars as slowly gaining out of Surtees. These two holding each other up as we cannot pass Villeneuve. They are so aggressive in corner entry. So we are able to try to get a move there. We can't do it that time. And Dingledale, I'm still trying to see where's the best opportunity to pass this. I'm going to try to get a good run out of Sterling's and can't do it there. On the front straight, maybe we can make something happen at Paddock Hill. We're going to get the run on the Ferrari here, down the inside. Wheel to wheel as I'm going to back out of that, just given their natural aggressiveness. Maybe I can get a move down into the Druids, but I cannot outbrake them. However, I can go around the outside. The inside going into Graham Hill Bend. Leave the space for Villeneuve, and he backs out of the move indeed, which is going to give me opportunities. The feet going very slowly. In Surtees Bend as we're able to get the run down to the Hawthorne Bend. Who is going to outbreak the other? As it's going to be Lafitte. They are very aggressive. On quarter entry is I'm not paying attention. I'm saved by the AstroTurf, having enough grip there. I almost just completely lost it. Now Villeneuve is right on the backs, right on our backs. As we're about a second behind Lafitte, according to the in-game delta. It's not a second, it's more like half, but we get a big run here down into Druid's corner. As he's taking it very slowly. Where I cannot gain enough time as he's again slow through the exit. As I just cannot seem to find a way around him. So you can go around the outside in Surtees' corner. It's just engine versus engine at this point. You can get the better run, and I believe I am cleared him, and I have. Into Hawthorne Bend, and now finally got past and has some free air to try to make up the almost now 7-second gap Andretti has on the rest of the field. And that is why right there this car was banned. I mean, it has so much potential to go even faster than this, and the FIA could just not continue with fans. I mean, the sheer ridiculousness of the fan is why this car was so legendary. But it turns out it is also a very quick fan, as we're gaining already almost a second on Andretti. Or we do only have 4 laps remaining to try to catch him. And there he is there. Well, we'll see what I can do. With only 4 laps remaining, whether I can catch him or not. I will tell you what, it will be close. Whether or not I can. I think the Lotus has me in the turns in this section, in the 4 section, because Lotus has more downforce, but in the straights, it's all me, because I have my Brabham engine instead of the more principled Ford Cosworth. Now the gap has been reduced to only 4 seconds. As here we come now. Oh, we almost lose it again. These cars are so difficult to control, as the downforce they were providing, the underbody downforce could not keep up with the wings and aero and the tires. As now we have reduced the gap to Andretti by a substantial amount into Hawthorne Bend again. We're still gaining. 2/10 up on the previous lap. Through Dingledale now, the gap is only 2.5 seconds. Coming down to the Clark curve, and we are still gaining on Andretti here. Oh, I almost lose it on the exit. I'm going to lose a ton of time here. But we are gaining about 2 seconds per lap. There's only 2 laps remaining in this race. Down here to Druids again. We gain so much time in the exit of corners. Surtees, I went a little too deep this time, but I'm able to correct it. I got a good exit. Now we are within a second of Andretti. Still gaining through Dingledale again. And we are within half a second into the Clark curve. Now coming down to the final lap of the race. And we are right on the back of Andretti. Do paddock hill for the final time. As we are able to sit on him. I think through the middle corners, I just do not have the speed. Try to get a run on him into. I'm going to back out of that because I don't want to move down here. But can we make a move into Hawthorne Bend? We are going to get the slipstream from Andretti. It's not this time. Or we will be right on his tail. And I'm probably going to set up a move into Sterling's if I'm close enough. There I go. Here comes the move. I think I shoved him off course, but we interchanged wheels. But move done, and we are going to pick up the win in the fan car. There it is. What a race. And there you go. That is why they panned this car. I mean, it was just, you know, it was an incredibly fast car. And certainly the loophole, certainly a huge loophole in the rules. I mean, they had to ban it. I mean, it's a freaking fan, for God's sake, but turns out it was stupidly quick as well. And I was able to win by a controversial pass. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe if you like content like this, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.